So in these two boxes are something really exciting. So let's open up and see what's inside. Okay, so this is so exciting for me, and I feel immensely grateful and thankful, so thankful for God's provision, and I was able to upgrade my iPad. So you're probably thinking, why am I upgrading my iPad? So, as you guys know, this is my current iPad. This is my new iPad, and they're both the iPad Air. This iPad Air is the very first iPad that I got, and I got it with 64 GB of storage, and I'm completely out of that storage right now. And it's been causing a lot of issues, obviously, because when you run out of storage, things don't load really well. Procreate crashes on me over and over again, which is very concerning considering that is my primary app for creating digital art. So it was about time to upgrade to a new iPad. Ever since they came out with the Air 13-inch, I knew that I was gonna choose that iPad. And of course, if you know the new iPads, they are not backward compatible with the Apple Pencil 2, so you have to get a new Apple Pencil, the new Apple Pencil as well. So this is the Apple Pencil Pro, and it is more storage. This time I got 256 GB of storage, and it's more RAM as well. And if you know, the more RAM you have, the more layers you will have in Procreate. So I'm gonna be having double the amount of layers that I usually would use in Procreate. Unless, you know, layers won't be a problem if you use a program like Fresco or something where you don't have to worry about layers. But for Procreate, good RAM, having good amount of RAM will give you more layers. It's gonna be my first time working on such a bigger screen, and yeah, let's unbox this together. So this is kind of awkward to stop the unboxing, but I literally was unboxing it and I noticed there's like a scratch on the outside. I don't even know if you can see it. And there's also like a small little tiny like dent sort of right here. That is concerning. For now, I have a bunch of things that I need to unbox and put together from IKEA because I went to IKEA yesterday. You probably saw that footage before this one. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a studio refresh. It's not a complete studio makeover or anything, but it's just a studio refresh. So I got a shelf and just a few other items. So I'm going to unbox that to kind of lift my spirit up a little bit. And yeah, putting together furniture is not my favorite thing in the world, but yeah, let's see what we can get done today. Okay, I don't know what I think. Like everything looks a little bit more organized now that I have a spot to put like my sketchbooks, which I have many just laying around on my desk, and also I have something that's gonna go right here, a new keyboard that I got, which is so exciting. But this is what I've been waiting for, the newest addition to my desk. Take her out. Okay, so the weekend has passed, and over the weekend I put together this shelf here, which you probably saw a little bit of the footage of me doing that. I didn't film the whole thing because that's just way too stressful. I was utterly confused for a little bit putting together this shelf, but thankfully I was able to do it, and also with a little bit of help with my dad to get those crossbars in, because for some reason I was having a hard time with that. But anyways, so today I really wanted to add things to the shelf because right now it's pretty empty. And you can see that I have my crates that I got off Amazon, and also I got like a dish rack thing that I'm going to use for art prints and stuff. I feel like there's just not going to be a ton of things on this shelf just because I make things to order, so I don't keep a lot of stock. But for now, I'm just going to be using it to organize some of my shipping stuff and just other things around my room that I feel like would look better or have a better home on this shelf. But I want to move my Cricut over to the shelf and potentially move my printer to this shelf. Let's get organizing. So I just had to kind of shift things a bit. I thought I would have to like readjust my shelves because obviously when you open up the Cricut, it needs space at the top, but thankfully it fits perfectly under here, and it also needs space at the back. So I had to move the shelf a little bit from the wall, which I hate because then I have less space down here, like to walk around is already pretty tight. So your Cricut needs at least 10 inches behind it so that the mat can feed through. for now, this shelf is looking a little bit more alive, especially since I added the plant. I think that just livens up the space a lot. So for now, of course, I have my laminator that I recently got, and then my beautiful pothos plants. It has been growing for years, and so it's super long, and I thought it would look really nice on top of this shelf, just add a little bit of greenery and life. And then behind it I have a few prints up that I just hastily put up there. I just thought that the wall kind of looked bare, so I just put a little bit of prints, some prints back there. And then on the second shelf I have kind of all my shipping stuff, so my envelopes, rigid mailers, backing boards, and plastic bags for, or little cellophane bags for all the prints. So that's on that shelf. And then this is a Cricut, of course, and it's kind of on a shelf all by its own. And then right underneath it I pretty much have all my shop stuff. So these are my current stickers that I have, and then I have some freebies slash seconds back here that I just give out in orders. And then I also have this little rack that holds some of the prints that I printed already, so it has a little bit of stock on this print on this shelf here. And then in this basket I have my thank you card and all my shop packaging stickers that I put in on every order, on the outside of the order for print orders and all of that. So that holds all of this stuff. And then underneath it I have a storage crate with all of my second prints. So I'm probably gonna keep these and maybe sell them at a discounted price later on. And then I also have some test products that I'm working on all in here. And then I just have my print here, and then it's kind of hiding a little basket of my Posca markers back there. And then in this one I just have paint, gouache and acrylic gouache paints, and some more paints over here, just for easy access. These are all the new paints that I recently got that I need to swatch, and some acrylic paint there. And then on the bottom I just have my cutting, what do you call this, yeah, my guillotine cutter, a scale, and then just some canvas and boards that I can paint on, and my light box is also there, and this board that I usually paint on as well, and a huge canvas here. So that's kind of what's on the bottom, and that's the entire shelf. Then my desk is just pretty much the same, except for this stand that I got in IKEA, and I just have my colored pencils under there for easy access, this really cute gingham notebook that I got on Amazon, and then my most used like bigger sketchbooks, and of course my new keyboard. And then I just added all this stuff in this crate. I don't really need to, but it's just kind of nice to be able to just pull this out and get what I need. But I have my mini sketchbooks in here. I reach for those quite often. My Tombow markers that I also reach for quite often, and just my little cup of like sharpener, little binder clips that I use to hold my sketchbook pages, and erasers and tape, just random stuff in that. So yeah, that's in that little box. I have my little art print here, this lamp that I'm gonna spray paint a different color because I don't like this brown. And then on the other side I just have the usual my paint brushes that I keep in this ceramic little holder, which I also made this for my hand building class, and this is also one that I made as well. And well, I think that I made this in my wheel throwing class, and it holds all my paint brushes, a few Neo colors that I just have in there, and some more paint that I have on my desk here from Holbein. I have Winsor & Newton, and yeah, and then that I used to re-wet my gouache paints, and another plant, my water bottle, and of course my iPad that's just sitting on that for now. And then we move on to this shelf. So I shifted the shelf a little bit, so the artwork behind it kind of looks a little bit strange, so I'm probably going to add some more over here just to kind of fill it up a little bit more. But on this shelf I just have another plant. I recently repotted this one, and this painting that I painted that I have in this frame here, and then this is just my atrocious storage container of just tech stuff, so have that there for easy access because I reach for that quite often. And then the thing that I recently moved over, which is my printer. So the Cricut used to be on this shelf, and now I replaced it with my printer. And then underneath it, I just have a bunch of random stuff like colored papers for photos, all that stuff right there. And then I have some papers here that I use for print. So my print paper, sticker paper, laminates, all that stuff, cutting boards are just right next to the printer just for easy access. It's not the cutest thing. Maybe I'll get another storage crate that can hold bigger items right here, so it's a little bit cuter. And then I just have this plastic organizer that just has my rags for painting and acrylic paints in here. Yeah, just like it's semi-organized but not really organized kind of stuff. I just have a bunch of like extra paints down here, inks. I have inks down here, palettes, and a ton of paper towels that I use, extra paper towels that I just keep for wiping up swatches and whatever. And then of course over here is my ledge, which I still need to organize, so I didn't touch that today. So need to fix this, but yeah, that is everything. So